Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today we have to talk about the ultimate queer love. Yes, today we have to talk about this incredible queer reality show. It's definitely 100% worth the watch. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch the show on Netflix. So the show follows five queer couples. All couples share one main thing in common. One partner wants to get married, but the other does not. So one person has issued an ultimatum for their partner. So the couples go on a 3-week trial marriage with another person from the same couple group, and they go another 3 weeks and spend it with their original partners. And then at the end of the day, they have to make a choice whether they want to live with the person that they were on a trial marriage with, or do they want to commit to the original partner and get married, or do they want to live the experience alone and single. Yes, so basically I want to focus on the best relationship that in my personal opinion developed during the show, which was between Yoli and Mal and Vanessa and Xander and Yoli. Is how there was a whole lot going on. I will be doing more parts of it because it's impossible to include it all in one video. So let's get right into more details so you guys can more or less understand. So Yoli and Mel, they've been together for 3 years. Yoli wants Mal to choose her for once in a lifetime commitment. The couple first met during Chicago Pride years ago, and the friendship blossomed into a full-blown relationship that really made them fall in love with each other. Yoli is confident in their rocky solid romance and is ready for Mal to pop the question, but Mel wants to be one even stronger footing when it comes to their finances and beyond. Their decide to spend the rest of their lives together and have family. So basically Mel does not want to commit yet because she wants to make sure that they are secure and ready financially in order to take the next step, but Yoli feels like they can figure that out while being engaged and while building a family, so they kind of not on the same page. So Yoli decides to give Mel the ultimatum, and that's how they actually ends up going on the show. So that's how their storyline actually previews towards the show. And then here comes Vanessa and Xander. As a queer love story go, it doesn't go more classic than Vanessa and Xander's, whose boyfriends in high school were best friends. After coming out and reconnecting years later, Vanessa realized they were meant to be together. Instead, now they've been dating for 4 years and have never spent more than 3 days apart, and it's actually very easy for them because of that reason, because they live in Hawaii, so they used to spend a lot of time together. Xander desires to start their next chapter together as wives, has brought them to a crossroad, particularly when it comes, to having a family. Vanessa is worried about losing her sense of freedom. Xander gave Vanessa the ultimatum. So basically, Xander wants to have a family. Xander wants to be with Vanessa for the rest of her life, and build a family and just finally become one. But Vanessa is still like, I love you, I want to be with you, but I'm not ready to commit. I don't see myself being a mother. I don't know if this is what I want, but I also know that I don't want to lose you. So that's how they end up going on the show, because Xander gave Vanessa an ultimatum. And yes, and then we have to move on to Yoli and Xander. Ooh, this one really caught me by my tippy toes. So basically, Yoli and Xander, the two end up choosing each other to do the 3-week trial marriage with each other, but they end up following in love unexpectedly with each other, and they had so much in common and wanted the same things when it comes to marriage and having kids. Yoli and Xander ends up having an intimate relationship which actually certified their feelings for one another, but it was super hard for them to manage their love life, because they are also still in love with their official partners, in this case Mal and Vanessa. Yoli and Xander could not hide their feelings for each other, and when the trial marriage ended, while they were still doing the trial marriage with the official partners, they were still in contact. Yes, because the bond that they found during their trial marriage was very, very, it was very impossible for them to stay away from one another. They tried, but every time they used to go out on group dates, it was like they just was hugging each other, touching each other's hands. And at the beginning, Yoli's partner Mel, she was okay with it, because Yoli was 100% honest with Mel and actually told her, hey, I fell in love with someone else, but I still love you. I'm confused, I don't know what I want to do. And of course, Mel was super supportive towards Yoli. She didn't press her and tell her, hey, get over Xander, because Mel also know that Xander is a good person, and that's part of the experience. That is what they signed up for. They knew that there was a possibility of this happening. On the other hand, Vanessa was very shocked because she found out that Xander was in love with Yoli, because Vanessa thought coming there that she was gonna be the only one to to experience and go be with other people, but things didn't actually turn out that way, because Xander actually fell in love with someone else, and that really caught Vanessa by surprise, because she never thought that would happen, and it actually ended up happening. But a lot of people also feels like Vanessa doesn't really care for Xander because of the way she treats Xander, but Xander always defends Vanessa and tell people that you guys got a wrong version of her. She's not that person that you guys think she is, but that's a whole nother situation. So Vanessa at this point, she's just trying to convince Xander that she is ready to commit and that she's ready to take on the next step. But then Vanessa's father actually stepped in and told Vanessa, like, hey, I know you love Xander, but I feel like you're only ready to commit to marriage because you know that you are on the verge of actually losing Vanessa, in this case Xander, to someone else. And I feel like now you are making yourself ready for something that you are not ready for, because you don't want to lose Xander. But Xander at this point, she can also really see that she loves Yoli and that she wants to commit to Yoli. But it's also very difficult for her, because she also doesn't know if Yoli wants the same thing as her. But Yoli also confirmed her that she wants to be with her, but Xander also wants to be with Vanessa because they have history together, and she's not ready to let that part of her go. And also Yoli and Xander, they have big plans together, because everything that they see for their future together, they actually have in common when it comes to family, building a family, getting their finances together, having kids, preparing for their position to have kids. So it's kind of very difficult. If you guys would like to see a part 2 regarding the story, please drop it down below in the comments, because it's impossible to put it all in one video, because there was so much going on. So this is just like the first part of the series. If you guys want the second part, like I said, drop it down below in the comments and I will be doing a part 2, because this show is everything. The reunion, if you guys want me to do a video regarding the reunion, also let me know, because the reunion, that one really caught me by surprise, the way things ended after the show, everything that happened between them, the way the couples ended. It's just a whole lot, like I already said. So yes guys, that's basically it. Let me know your personal opinion on the show if you have watched it. And